the tarot meaning as well. It's slightly intertwined with her own meaning to the card. So you've got an option to using the cards in the traditional Rider-Waite's system, but you've also got her interpretation of the animals. I'll show you why in a minute. So I think it will be difficult for beginners to start learning with this deck, but definitely they're numbered, the major arcana are, and there is a name to it. So in that respect, if you are a beginner, then yes, it is easy to start, but the pictures will not correlate or respond to the name of, like the Capricorn Temperance, has a crab, and it does not have somebody spilling the water from one beaker to another beaker, but you have to imagine that, but read the context and then you might be able to understand it a little bit more. Okay, so that's the major arcana. The minor arcana is also 3 of Wands described, and also extensively in detailed, beautiful book. It is really good quality, and this deck is not expensive for the price that you have to buy it. Also at the back of the book, they're sectioned off with colored photos, like I said, so that is also very beautiful. The swords, acknowledgements to my wonderful Kickstarter backers who turned my dream into reality. Without you, there would be no Oriens Tarot. Now, this deck was published in 2019. I've heard from other people, and here this deck is being published in 2021. You do have all the ISBN number here. I'll put it in the description box, like I said, and definitely it is printed and bound in China. All rights reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, stored or retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronically, mechanically, photocopying, recording, or otherwise. So I hope that I do not break any legislation or rules. It is not my work, okay? My work is trying to give a compliment to the advertiser, and I've done reviews for the last 5.5 years, and I've never been commented on copyrights trying to promote an author or a publisher or anything like that. And they are it's beautifully bound. You can see the backing, the corners are round so you don't get any dog or donkey's ears. It is also beautifully presented with gilt, silver gilt, which I like better than gold. And definitely, and we're going to start off with the Fool. Okay, so I'm going to enlarge the cards. The box is very big, but it is the normal size, smaller than that one. It's a normal tarot size, so I'm just going to enlarge it, and then I'm going to flip through. Okay, so I don't know the animal's name, but I just mentioned it. But some might be more the dark backgrounds, but I love the art. It is very, very vibrant, and definitely it is something to sink my teeth into as I will be learning on what each animal is. And this is a baby turtle, like I said, is still in the egg, and here the egg fractures and he's coming out. It's beautiful. We've also got the magician. You've got all the tools. You've got the snake, definitely. This is a pair of snakes intertwined around the sword. the scepter, which is the wands, but I can't see the cup. You've got the wands and the sword, but I can't see the cup. Or the coin is most probably the circle behind it, but I can't see the cup. So this is what I mean. You might find it difficult as a beginner to see the difference. Now, I love the High Priestess. That is a wolf. Okay, you've got the moon here, the moon there, representing the moon with the crown, the triple moon goddess, also numbered as number 2, Roman numerals. You've got the Empress, and that is the black-necked stork. Or the stork spreads its wings and dances among the peace lilies, and a powerful symbol of celebration of all that is feminine. Stork is regarded as a symbol of new life and birth. So that's the Empress, and that is Mother Earth. She does represent it. Now we've got the Emperor. Now the Emperor is the elephant, and yes, strong, tall. He's got the scepter here, and he's got a beautiful way of another way of a crown. But the lady that I watched in Dutch describing her is that the elephant represents Aries. Sorry, it's the Emperor, not the Hierophant. I think I'm getting them mixed up again. Here you've got the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant you see as like a priest. I would take this more as a priest instead of an emperor, because the emperor also has the ram on its throne, because it does represent Aries in the Rider-Waite's tarot. So this is where you might find it confusing. But if you do look into the background, you do see sometimes symbols of air, fire, or whatever. You do have the background of a church, so that helps with the institution side of it. But the emperor is also an institution. He's higher than the king or queens, like the empress. But again, they're numbered, so there again you can get used to it. But if you look between the Hierophant is Taurus, and that could confuse you, but they have a lot of similar aspects within their characteristics, like stubbornness, with 4 feet on the ground, things like that. But that's where these two cards could confuse a beginner. Okay, so yes, it will be fascinating to watch what is being said, and this will also sharpen the interest of the astrological side. So that said, that is Taurus. Then we've got the Lovers, Virgo, and the Lovers are 2 seahorses. Again, you get, and this is a very good definition, a very kind definition. Perhaps it's still a bit too dark. I might have to get the lamp a little bit more further than I have. Now you can see it better there than just now. You've got the seahorses, but this is one of the most positive and gentle descriptions, as in the top right thing we've got keywords: tradition, conformity, let's go to the Lovers. Unity, relationship, duality, reversed conflict, interface, misinterpretation. 2 seahorses intertwined and embraced float peacefully among the seaweed. Seahorses symbolizes the patience, protection, persistence, and generosity that goes hand in hand with relationships.